Mr. Joe Cooper. All right, how's everyone doing tonight? So 3 people are doing woo! How about the rest of you? Sellouts. I'll tell you what, I just came from this is a true story. I just came from a modeling audition, which I didn't know it was for modeling. And I was there, and they have to go down the catwalk, and they did this catwalk like around this beach. And the guy's telling you, hey, you gotta move like a cat. So I took a shit in the sand. Women, they don't find me attractive. They find me unattractive until they find out how much money I make. And then they find me unattractive and broke. Makes it better. So how about this Jared with Subway now? Kind of crazy stuff, right? But we should have seen it coming. I mean, it's Subway's fault. They've been putting 6 inches in his mouth for years. Should have known something was coming. But now he's out of a job. So now he's on the same level I am, because I quit my job recently. I had one of those jobs you had to suck someone's dick to get somewhere. People are always trying to fuck you to put themselves in a better position. They told me it was benefits up the ass. So I quit. I'm no longer doing that job anymore. I no longer do gay porn. I did learn something recently, though, that's kind of weird. For planets, Uranus is actually primarily filled with gas. I said, do you think the rest of it's filled with shit? That's how my anus is. I was at Walmart the other day, and they have a DirecTV representative in there now. I don't know if you've seen this yet or not. But this lady was in front of me, and the guy turns to her and says, ma'am, can I interest you in DirecTV? And she turns to him and goes, no, I love cocks. I looked at her and I said, I bet you do, you little freak. But at Walmart, too, they have generic Oreos now. I thought that's kind of weird, too. I thought maybe that's for people that can't afford real Oreos. So maybe they should call them Porios. Made more sense. Unless you're in my status, which then I have Storios. And that's where you walk around the store and eat them so you don't have to pay for them. But if you're eating Oreos and stuff, you're probably not really into your physical fitness and your body shape and all that stuff. You see these commercials now with these guys that got these elliptical machines and all this stuff. And these guys got these great bodies. And you know they didn't get the body from that fucking machine, really? I mean, seriously? If you can get a body from doing this, I would look like the fucking Rock right now. It's bullshit. You see, shake weights, what a stupid commercial that is. I don't know how they got the guy to do that. I mean, obviously they paid him. It had to be pretty good money. But I mean, at what point in that commercial do you realize, I gotta have that? When the guy's going, honey, come here, I got something for you for Christmas. What a selling point. Look at that guy, he's jacking off. I gotta have one of those. Doesn't make any sense. And then there's the Allstate commercial, which doesn't get, I don't figure that out either, because here's a guy sitting at dinner with his wife, who then turns into a black man. Allstate, for good drivers. Like, what the hell is that? If it was my wife, I'd get up and leave her and get new insurance, because they obviously got her covered up the ass. I do like the commercial with Pinocchio, though, where he's the motivational speaker. And he's like, you, sir, you have potential. You, sir, you have potential. Oh, boy. That's a good commercial. I took my wife shopping the other day, and before we went, I decided to take one of those little blue pills, little Viagra. I thought, you know, we're good to go. By the time we come back, I'll be good in rare form. And it's a stimulant. You have to be aroused in order for it to work. Shopping does not arouse me. Okay? So we go shopping. We're all good through the whole trip until we get to the checkout line. And we're in the checkout line. This girl comes up. She's got these little short shorts on, these boobs all pushed up. My wife goes, look at that floozy. Doesn't she look like a hooker? I'm like, yep. She goes, oh my God, you're aroused by her? You'd have sex with her? I'm like, no. Oh boy. But if you're married and stuff, most people have to have date night to keep things kind of spiced up. And it's important to do that. My last wife, she was a freak. We had to have date rape night. Yeah. And we lived in an apartment. It was good. I'd go around the back, crawl in the window and do my thing and then crawl back out. And it worked good for a couple days until I found out I was crawling in the wrong window. So needless to say, I got a divorce and moved in with the neighbor. And then she wanted a commitment, so I signed her ass up at LA Fitness for 1 year. There's your commitment. If you're going to be having sex and stuff, though, you might want to use a condom. That's important, too. I stopped one night on my way to visit a girl and bought a box of condoms. And the clerk asked me, he said, hey, buddy, you need a bag to go with that? I said, no, man, she ain't that fucking ugly. He said, the bag is for you, douche. But if you're going to have condoms, you might need a lubricant. If you're going to have anal sex, do not use toothpaste. It says right on the tube, fights cavities. But it makes your mouth whiter. Don't do it. So I just recently had a birthday, and it sucks realizing that you're getting older, you know, or old, I should say, not older, because as you get older, you start to get hurt for nothing. I mean, as a kid, you fall down and scrape your knee. 3 days later, it's all healed. It's like a superhero power. As an adult, you fall down and scrape your knee. You need a skin graft, 6 months of rehab, and you're told you'll never walk the same. But as you're getting older, too, you get hurt for nothing, like just getting out of bed. You're like, oh, shit, I hurt my back. You're at work, and you're like, hey, guys. They're like, man, what happened to you? You get in an accident? No, slept funny or something. I don't know. You're driving your car, you look over your shoulder, and you're like, oh, shit, pulled a muscle in my neck. And then you're all day, you got to walk around like this. It sucks getting older. But then not only that, but then you start to lose your memory. I don't know how many times in a day I walk around the house and I'm going, I got to write this down before I forget. I got to write this down before I forget. What was I going to write down? I forget. And not only that, but if I do write it down, then I forget where I wrote it and where I put it. Sucks. And the weird thing about that is that we forget the important things. The things that we shouldn't forget. But we remember the shit we should forget. Like, I would like to forget about the time when I was a kid that my parents let me milk a bull. It takes all day, folks, to get a little bit of milk out of that. Which I'm going to go out on a whim here and say that that's the reason I hate milk and beef stroganoff. I'm just saying. I'd also like to forget about the time I got pulled over in California. Cop comes up to the car and he says, can I see your driver's license? I hand it to him. He goes, oh, you're from Arizona. Are you native? I go, no, I'm Caucasian. It should say that right there. He goes, have you had anything to drink tonight? I said, yes. And he said, what have you had? I said, I had a Dr. Pepper earlier and I got a water right here. He goes, you're a smart ass. He goes, if I search your vehicle, am I going to find anything illegal? I said, no, sir, everything's paid for. He goes, how would you like to go to jail tonight? I said, oh, tonight's not good. I got to work tomorrow. But if you want to catch me on one of my Fridays, we could work this out. He goes, you're a real freaking smart ass. He goes, what do you think, you're a fucking comedian? Yes, I do. That's my time, folks. I'm Joel Cooper. Thank you very much.
Oh, we got a good one. Y'all saw it.
Sounds like I got a salad too.
Sorry for a little mix-up at the beginning there. I'm a little high, allegedly. So we actually have a lady coming up here tonight. Yes. Was that her that said vagina or somebody else? Okay. You'll probably get that a lot during your set too, hopefully.
Vagina.
Listen, I haven't seen too much of her, but I know she has done some shows, performs all around the valley, so give it up. Put your hands together for the beautiful Jill Bain. Insane in the men's Bain.
Ow.